Good morning, everybody. This is Vonda Evans, and today I want to talk to you about identifying people who have been raised on love and who have been raised on survival. You know, it's like anything else. In order to understand the flower, you have to understand the root. And the root produces the flower, okay? Many times y'all just looking at the flower, okay? He look good, he nicely dressed, he got a nice car, he got a good job. Y'all looking at the flower and not the root. That's a problem. People who are raised on love compromise. They'll give you their last. They'll sacrifice. They are forgiving. They're loving because they've been raised on love. People who have been raised on survival, it's by any means necessary. They got to get in where they fit in. It's the way that they have been raised. It's the root. So when you deal with somebody and they say, you know what, I was so poor, or, you know, we spelled po with 7 O's, okay? Or, you know, we got money, but we out cold. We, by any means necessary. Those are people who are raised on survival. People who are raised on love are people who have been, they'll invest with you. They compromise. They'll give you their last. They're nurturers, okay? Now follow along. What happens is when you fail to identify whether it's in a relationship or a friendship, is this person, were they raised on survival or were they raised on love? When you fail to identify it, that's when you get messed up. You may be raised on love, whereas, you know, you are a loving family and you give your last dime and you look the other way and you forgiving. When you hook up with somebody who is raised on survival, it's a hot mess. Why? Because you didn't identify what you're dealing with. See, it's not that they're bad people. It's just the way that they was raised. You can't take that from them. That's just the way that they were raised. And people who are raised on survival will walk away in a second. Hey, if this ain't benefiting me, I gotta go. I'm sorry, okay? This for men and women. All men ain't just, this ain't limited to just men. This is men and women. These are people who don't want to sacrifice to get something. They want it pre-made. They're always looking for a way to get over on something. If it's sending some food back because they don't want to pay the full bill, always complaining about something because they want to get the most out of any situation. They look at people as an opportunity, not as an individual. So what can this person bring to my world? Okay, all right. That's how they're assessing you. Where you're assessing them as, this is a nice person, it's the perception. Is the cup half empty or half full? The problem that you have, you're not identifying these people. Is this person raised on survival? Is this person raised on love? And when you start to do that, you understand. You're not hurt no more. Why? Because you know that they're incapable of doing certain things. They can't sacrifice for you. They're going to give you what they got extra. That's just how it's going to be. And it's always going to be that. They can have $1 million. They're going to always treat you like that. That's just who they are. And they will walk away in a second. Why? Because they're used to hurt and pain. So if I lose you, it just, you gone. That's it. Whereas a person that's raised on love may not have had as many setbacks. And so therefore they're willing to fight for something that they believe in. Love means something to them. Survivalists don't. Show me what you can do for me. And if you can't do for me, next. And that's the same way with friendships. Oh, I'm not friends with somebody who can't take me to the next level. That's how they think. There is no commitment based on that individual. They're committed to what you have, not who you are. Just identify them. Keep your eyes open. Stay woke. And when you do it, they're not bad people. You just know how to handle them. You know not to open up your heart completely. You know to enjoy the experience. Okay? When you with them, you just enjoy the experience because they're not people who have deep root like you do. And when you start identifying people like that, you won't be hurt. And what it is you trying to go in there and rescue somebody. You thinking that they see life like you do. No, they don't. They do not. because they were raised on survival, not love. So they'll be in a situation, they'll say, first of all, what can you do for me? Second of all, what is my commitment? The other person got to put in 80, they only willing to put in 20. Whether that's time, emotional, what, they are limited to what they're going to do. And if things go left go right and it don't look like it's what they want, they'll abandon it. See you, bye. Once you identify those people and how they act, you know what to do with them. You understand what I'm saying? You know how to treat them. As I said before, you know what to feed them. So you don't give them completely of your heart. You don't tell them all your deep, dark secrets. You deal with them in an arm's length situation. You be guarded in what you say. And you may say, well, this is just my friend, we're going to go to dinner. Or this is my friend, we're just going to go to the theater. This might be even my friend, we're going to hook up. But my point being to you is, start keeping your eyes open. When you first meet somebody, 2 questions to ask yourself. Is this person raised on love or survival? And that will dictate how that relationship should be. Listen, I hope that you enjoyed it and have a wonderful Sunday.